In Season 2 of Barry, the titular assassin is struggling to keep his double life together. When a grief-stricken Gene wants to close down his acting school, Barry convinces him to keep going. Gene then tasks the acting class with writing and performing a scene that encapsulates their own personal truth, which forces Sally to confront her relationship with her abusive ex-husband. In Sally's written version of events, she confidently stands up against her husband's abuse, and her performance receives rave reviews and attention from agents. Although Sally does feel guilty knowing that the performance was a lie, as she had actually quietly fled from her husband without ever confronting him. Outside of acting class, tensions are escalating even further for Barry. NoHo Hank begs for Barry for help in dealing with a Burmese gang that the Bolivians' leader Cristobal prefers over the Chechens. Hank wants Barry to kill the Burmese gang's leader Esther, but Barry refuses, not wanting to be a killer anymore. Instead, Barry trains the Chechens so that they could take out the Burmese gang themselves. One of the Chechens, Merbek, proves to be an excellent student and soon wins the respect of the rest of the Chechens, pushing Hank to the side. Meanwhile, Fuchs is arrested due to his connections with Goran and the Chechens, and Detective Moss's partner Loach turns him into an informant to bring down Barry. When Fuchs records Barry's confession on tape, Loach doesn't arrest the assassin, but instead blackmails him into killing his ex-wife's new lover, Ronnie. Eventually, Loach arrives to kill Ronnie himself, but the Taekwondo master kills Loach before the police arrive and kill Ronnie. With Loach dead and the investigation into him seemingly over, a furious Barry parts ways with Fuchs. To get revenge on Barry, a bitter Fuchs tracks down Detective Moss's body and poses as a private detective to lead Gene to it. Before Barry can race to the crime scene to stop him, Fuchs frames Gene for Moss's murder, alerts the police, and holds Gene at gunpoint. Fuchs can't bring himself to kill Gene, but does tell him that Barry was Moss's true killer. Fuchs then runs away as Barry arrives, followed closely by the police. Barry and Gene are arrested, but Barry manages to plant evidence that exonerated Gene and shifted the attention toward the Chechens. And speaking of the Chechens, Fuchs brokers a peace deal between Hank, Cristobal, and Esther, bringing the three gangs together in an attempt to protect himself from a vengeful Barry. Hank alerts Barry to Fuchs' location, and Barry storms the gang hideout, slaughtering gang members, including Esther and Meyerbach, in his search for Fuchs. Unfortunately for Barry, Fuchs escapes. When the Chechens send a successor, Batir, to replace Hank, Batir assumes Hank slaughtered Esther and all the Chechen rivals and commends him for his work. Barry had come a long way in distancing himself from his past as an assassin, and had even scored an audition for a lead role in a major movie. But could the past stay the past when Fuchs was still around to cause trouble, and his innocent teacher Gene was now secretly aware of his darkest secret? And that's everything you need to know that's happened so far on Barry. Let me know some of your favorite moments from the entire series in the comments below, and what are you most looking forward to seeing in Season 3? Like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe to this channel for more content like it, and that does it for me in this video, but I'll see you in the next one.